The Air Force was investigating UFOs, not just near military bases, but right on NASA doorstep. Everyone assumes Project Blue Book, the Air Force's infamous UFO study, focused solely on military installations or remote desert sightings. Yet, declassified documents reveal a far more intriguing pattern: significant investigations occurring alarmingly close to America's burgeoning space program facilities. This wasn't just a coincidence. These weren't random, isolated reports. We're talking about multiple, credible sightings by experienced observers, pilots, engineers, and even security personnel, all near sites absolutely critical to America's Cold War space ambitions. One such incident, often overlooked, occurred in July 1952, a period of heightened UFO activity across the nation. A pilot reported a strange, luminous object over the Banana River Naval Air Station, a stone's throw from what would become Cape Canaveral. The pilot, a seasoned observer, described an object performing maneuvers that defied conventional aircraft capabilities. It was fast, silent, and emitted a distinct, non-terrestrial glow. This wasn't some late-night misidentification of Venus. Project Blue Book, specifically its analysts like Dr. J. Allen Hynek, struggled with cases like this. How do you explain an object observed by trained professionals near a sensitive military installation exhibiting characteristics beyond known human technology? Another compelling case emerged from White Sands Missile Range, New Mexico, a critical site for rocket development and testing. In May 1953, multiple radar operators and ground personnel reported a series of unexplained aerial phenomena. These objects were tracked on radar, confirming their physical presence, yet no known aircraft were operating in the area. The reports described high-speed objects changing direction abruptly, leaving Blue Book investigators with very few conventional explanations. The proximity to White Sands is significant. This was where Wernher von Braun's team was pioneering rocketry, laying the groundwork for NASA future space endeavors. Any intrusion, real or perceived, was taken very seriously. Project Blue Book's official stance was often dismissive, attributing sightings to misidentifications, hoaxes, or psychological factors. Yet, internal memos reveal a deeper level of concern, particularly when incidents occurred near vital research and development hubs. The sheer number of highly trained observers involved in these incidents also presented a challenge to the easy dismissals. Pilots, radar operators, and seasoned engineers weren't prone to mass hysteria or optical illusions. Consider the events near Edwards Air Force Base in California, another crucial aerospace testing ground. In the mid-1950s, numerous reports detailed fast-moving, unconventional objects in the vicinity of experimental aircraft flights. These weren't just lights in the sky. Some were described as metallic, disc-shaped, and capable of incredible acceleration and deceleration. The Air Force had its hands full trying to understand what was flying near their most sensitive projects. The narrative that Project Blue Book was merely a public relations exercise to calm a nervous populace misses the underlying thread of genuine concern. They were investigating, often meticulously, when national security was potentially compromised. The overlap with future NASA sites became even more pronounced as the Mercury and Gemini programs ramped up. The sheer volume of critical infrastructure and personnel in these areas made them potential targets, or at least significant points of interest. One fascinating tidbit from the archives hints at a greater awareness. Some Blue Book files contain references to unidentified aerial phenomena near launch corridors, not just the facilities themselves. This implies a potential intelligence-gathering aspect. The question then becomes, were these objects observing our nascent space endeavors? Were they a foreign power's advanced, secret craft, or something else entirely? Blue Book's mandate was to find conventional explanations, but sometimes they simply couldn't. The infamous Washington, D.C. flap of 1952, where objects were seen over the Capitol and tracked on radar, sent shockwaves through the Pentagon. That same summer, Similar objects were reported near military research hubs across the country. The pressure to provide answers was immense. The public was on edge, and the Air Force was caught between reassuring them and admitting they had no idea what was happening. This delicate balance shaped Blue Book's public narrative. It's easy to dismiss these stories as Cold War paranoia or mass hysteria. But when you look at the specific details, the professional witnesses, and the sensitive locations, a different picture begins to emerge. Project Blue Book ultimately concluded that most UFO sightings were misidentifications or natural phenomena. But a small percentage, the truly unexplained, remained. And a significant portion of those unexplained cases were precisely near these crucial space development sites. The legacy of Blue Book is complex. It closed in 1969, but the questions it raised, especially regarding objects operating near our most advanced facilities, persist. What was the Air Force really investigating near NASA cradle? These aren't just sensational tales, they are historical footnotes that challenge our understanding of a pivotal era. The very dawn of the space age was apparently watched, not just by us, but by something else entirely. Next, we'll explore the shocking Apollo 11 radio silence and what astronauts really said off-air.